Little bonus interview for you here on the Parkland Podcast Facebook and YouTube page. We're talking to Pete Pasternak. He's the mayor of the city of Desloge. And really, within the last 48 hours or so, information getting out there that the city of Desloge has been approached by a member of the Desloge family with not necessarily a proposal of a data center, but a suggestion of a data center in a letter that was sent to the city of Desloge. What can you tell us about that?
Well, it was sent a little over a week ago, and the way it got out is a sunshine request. So of course we got to follow law, and that information got out. And I don't even know if I'd call it a proposal. It was an idea about a potential data center, and hopefully the individual Senate house it in Desloge. Now, there was some using the old mine land and stuff like that inside Desloge, but there's really not any. I don't even know if Doe Run's been involved at all or anything on that, but there inside Desloge city limits, there isn't any mine land with the exception of a small, it's probably not even an acre on Carter Street where there's a cemetery there. So all the land in the mine zone is outside of city limits. So, but it was. I can confirm that was sent. So the stuff that's going around circulated, that's what was sent to the city of Desloge. I think I've been it's a well-known fact. I'm adamantly opposed to a data center inside the city of Desloge, which most residents, especially I've talked over the past probably 36 or 48 hours to numerous residents, and single one I've talked to shares the same position as me, is they don't want to see that inside of Desloge because you have all the concerns with water, pollution, electricity, noise, size, zoning. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, but that's where we're at right now.
So this letter, what kind of information was outlined in it other than the fact of, hey, there's 1 billion gallons of water underneath the city, that could be a way to cool a data center? Was that really the only key factor? Or did they talk about anything else in the letter? I
mean, the letter's out there. So I mean, if you from the sunshine request, it's been posted on. I've seen it on numerous places in Desloge. I'd have to go back and read it again, but to give you all the details. But it's it talked about the mines, all the water, and since we've all been kids with it. Bonterre Mine has advertised a 1 billion gallon lake.
Right.
Those take a lot of water, and there's a lot of water underneath us. So, but it talked about recycling, using the water, and then it would go back. But I would have concerns about drinking that water if you knew it went through a data center myself. And if something like that's going to be done, you got to make sure that. Proper steps are being taken for safety and stuff, but I just want to assure everyone I'm adamantly opposed to a data center inside the city of Desloge. So. Is
this the first message correspondence of its kind directed to the city of Desloge?
It's the only one I'm aware of. I can't speak for everyone else. I'm not, and no one has said that they've been, but that's the first one that I'm aware of. It's the first one I've received, and but it is a big, throughout the state and the entire country. The data centers it's a big issue. Right now, I know that I was reading a story. I've done over the past several days a lot of research into it myself. There was one a little over a week ago I was reading to the north. I can't remember if it was in Missouri or not. It doesn't really matter, but because there was a data center that went in one community, there was a lot of financial gain, I guess, for the area. But the data center put out almost 60 degrees decibel, 60 decibels 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and just was driving people crazy. That constant sound from the data center. So noise is a big one too. So
now the city was already looking into how to handle a situation like this. Kind of talk about that process that was underway, and I guess one that'll be accelerated starting on Monday.
And we want to be as transparent as possible because there was there was an issue in a nearby city. There was a lot of concerns there in that one, and we want to be as transparent as possible, keep everyone informed, and we were going to have a town hall over it just to let everyone share their thoughts and concerns over it. I think this kind of expedites us having the town hall. So I'm going to be getting with our city administrator tomorrow to see if we can move that up, to do it as soon as possible, because we haven't selected a date yet. She wanted to get with to see if any other elected officials at the state level, if they wanted to come talk or whatever. We're just trying to do as good as possible, or do as good as possible putting on this town hall. I know she did check with North County, and there seems to be a willingness to let us do it either at the North County Middle School or North County High School. My preference is the middle school because it's in Desloge, but I think that would be better to do that in an auditorium with a lot more seating, a lot more residents, community members could attend, compared to our boardroom, which our meetings are typically held in, because of the limited capacity there. So I think this is, with it being a hot issue now, I think it'd be better to do it in a bigger facility. And so I'm just thankful that North County has said they're open to letting us do that.
Is there like a template, a guideline that other cities that you have looked at have done that have maybe, okay, these are our regulations about data centers, this is our stance about data centers? Have other cities like put that information out there or put together any kind of laws?
I don't know. I did see that Pacific, Missouri, and I think this was a good idea what they did at the beginning of the month. They passed a 12-month moratorium on any new data center constructions inside the city limits of Pacific. I think something like that would be good, and I'm going to talk to the board about see if they'd be open to doing something like that, because it gives them more time to study water, electricity, zoning regulations, to see if zoning potentially needs to change, and I think that would be a good start and give some people some breathing room on that, even though it would only be a year, but at least it's a start, and just find a way where because no one knows the long-term effects of what's, it's a relatively new thing. So,
Very good. I wanted to ask you as well about other things going on in the city of Desloge. I mean, it's not just all about the data center, though it's probably felt like that the last 48 hours.
Yeah.
What else is going on in the city of Desloge and things to get out there to the residents?
Since my second term, things are going great. We got a good board. Alderman Claywell, Alderman Harris came on. They've been assets for us. Alderman Crabtree and Alderman Probst came on last year, have done good too, and of course Travis Cruz has been there for a long time, and then Alderman Debbie Kester, or Mayor Pro Tem, she's been there. She's just been great. She's really behind the residents too, like the rest of the board. And but as far as projects are going, we got last year and a little less than a year ago in the fall, we've finally got the sewer line on the Eastern Outer Road. We've got numerous roads resurfaced in the past year. Jackson Street, that was the one that was in pretty rough condition. It was finally done last year. North Harry Jr., I don't think that had been touched since the 80s. That was resurfaced. We got Stonecrest is finally going to be resurfaced. It was just approved last Monday, less than a week ago. That's coming up. We've got numerous grants. With the TAP grants, that's a process on getting it, because the sidewalks still haven't even started. That was awarded close to 3 years ago, but on Desloge Drive. Then 2 years ago was Oak Street, and last year was Lincoln Street. Those are going to be coming in the near future. Brim Street, there's the flash flood issues that we have there. The board has approved a project, and Cochran's finishing up the engineering and studies on there. That's going to be on Brim Street, and I guess would be going east, Monroe, and some other places help with the flash flooding issues there. We got sidewalks coming in, or not sidewalks, solar lighting coming in some areas of the city that Ameren couldn't install a regular street light. We've got Public Works Board, Park Board has came back, a new website for the city. Ginger Williams, we've finally filled the city treasurer position. That's been good for the city. There's an alley by the intermediate school that helps with the school traffic, was paved last year. I think I mentioned the grants. There's been numerous grants. We found out about another one we got. It's been a little less than a week ago for the fire department. And we've had some nice events too going on, like the Desloge 85th anniversary that we just, on July 24th, we celebrated 85 years of incorporation of Desloge. So things are going well in Desloge, and I hope they continue going that way too. It seems like we're moving in the right direction, and everyone's clicking good, working together good. And we got a good group of employees. going on. Even our city clerks, Judy Hutchison, she was picked as the Grand Marshal for the Labor Day Parade this year. So police department, fire department, public works, everything's going well right now in the city. The water department, I hate to leave anyone out. Misty Booyer and Ellen and Anita are in our library. They do an excellent job with the library. And I just can't say enough good things about what's going on in Desloge right now.
So to circle back, if folks have any questions, concerns about the data center and the city of Desloge's stance, where can they find out information about that town hall that's coming up once you guys pick that date?
When we pick the date, we'll definitely put it out any way we can. We'll let of course, we'll put it on Facebook and the city website, but we'll let all the media, we'll let Parkland Podcast know. We'll tell, all the radio stations, J98, KFMO, Daily Journal, just and I'll put it on Facebook too, and I'm sure all the aldermen will share that, just so we can get it out as the best we can. My preference would probably be able to announce it at a meeting. Why I think it might be a better idea to hopefully hold it before that is because we have a conflict. Our meeting schedule is usually the second Monday of the month at 7 p.m. There was a conflict. We got a conflict in September and October both. There's going to be several out for a conference, so we moved it to the third Monday of September. So we're still talking, several weeks away until our next meeting. October we almost always move the October meeting because it falls on the second Monday,
usually Columbus Day,
which is always Columbus Day too. So it's always the third. I mean, the board could set any day they wanted, but we've just always moved it to the third Monday of the month. So again, September and October are on the third Monday of the month, which doesn't follow our typical schedule. So.
Otherwise, probably see you in the park Labor Day weekend too, right?
I'll be over there at the Labor Day picnic. It looks like they're going to have another good event this year.
Very good.
Yeah,
Thank you for your time.
Yep. Thank you, Jason.
All right. That's Pete Pasternak. He's the mayor of Desloge, and he's joining us now here on a special edition of the Parkland Podcast.